Hello everyone, and welcome to a small walkthrough of the recent highlights of our release, SuccessFactors release in the second half of 2023. Let's start with an introduction of myself, of course. I'm Julie, I'm a SuccessFactors consultant at Flexo, mainly in Learning and Employee Central as a focus, and I'm also part of the extension team, where we create our own extensions and add-ons based on the SuccessFactors suite. Let's deep dive in some highlights, and I will focus mainly on learning and the Talent Intelligence Hub. So let's take a look. Learning. So as you may be aware, there's a complete new learning experience available in your production and of course your preview instance. This includes a completely new learning homepage, an enhanced search functionality, and also some personalized recommendations based on machine learning. If we take a look at the new learning homepage, this contains some new sections, so it's completely new. It's the goal to structure a little bit all the training offer and assignments for an end user. And it contains of the required learning section, containing all the learnings that they need to complete, and also all the curriculum-based training items are in there as well. The requests for me are all the requests for tasks observation requests that are requested to an observer to follow up on the job training, for example, and also an invest in myself section that contains all your trainings that you're assigned to yourself where you have a certain interest in. Next to that, what stays also in this, what's already available in this new homepage is the suggested by peers. So peer-to-peer recommendations from colleagues are in there as well, with some new functionalities as well, and the personal recommendations based on machine learning. The personalized recommendations is a staggered release feature, so that means SAP is still developing or still deploying this to the preview and the production instance. So it's not yet available on all instances. SAP is deploying this based on data centers, so they're going from data center to one to another. What's still available, of course, the question mark. As everywhere in learning, you have a question mark for end users that they can click on to check what the sections in the new learning homepage are about. Next to that, you also have this toggle that is still available where they can switch from the old new learning view to the new homepage. This is necessary because, as you may be already aware, there's a lot of functionalities not yet included in this new learning homepage, such as the learning history, the My Team, the My Classes, all your custom page and tiles that are set up, your approvals, the optional and the follow-up surveys, and also the recommendations by administrators done via the assignment profiles. So these are not yet included, so that means that end users in your organization need to switch from the old to the new to be able to use these functionalities. I will show later on that you can, of course, disable the new learning homepage completely, the experience completely, if you do not want to use this functionality yet. The enhanced search functionality, so to search the whole training offer in your organization, is also a staggered release feature. So that means it's not yet, at this moment, not yet available on the production environments. This SAP is still releasing this in the preview instances, also based on data center. What will be in there is, of course, that you can search for training offer across all languages. This is a nice to have. So that means that less copy pasting titles and description in all languages to make it available in the library. There's also a type ahead feature, so to help an employee or user search for the correct training. And also next to searching on title and description, you can also search for a specific instructor or on an item ID or on the attributes that come from Talent Intelligence Hub, we will see also later on. And also you can search on categories, which is also a nice feature. You can disable the learning experience completely if you do not want to use these functionalities yet. In the application administration section in the learning administration, you can disable it because it's enabled by default. And of course, you need to provide a business reason why you're not planning to use this functionality yet. And also the toggle you can disable, but this you only will disable probably when you only want to use the new homepage and not the old features anymore. And of course, in learning administration, the New Horizon visual theme is also available in all the search screens. You can enable this horizontal theming if needed. So it's aligned with the whole SuccessFactors suite with the Horizon theme in the SuccessFactors. So this was it as a highlight for learning in the second half of 2023. Let's deep dive a little bit in the Talent Intelligence Hub. But before we go to some new features of the Talent Intelligence Hub, I want to give a little bit context of what this hub is. It's a central framework within the SuccessFactors suite, and it will be linked with all modules such as recruiting, development, and so on, and learning, of course. It contains three big elements, such as the attributes library, and so that will replace completely the center of capabilities. It contains attributes, and attributes can be anything that you need in your organization, can be competencies, skills, knowledge, certification, and so on. Then next to that, we have the growth portfolio that will be the user interface or the access for employees, people in the organization to assign attributes to themselves based on their own interests. So it's very individual based instead of role based at this moment. And then you also have the skills ontology. It's a big database that will be made available for SuccessFactors, and you can migrate, of course, the skills to your attributes library. And of course, Talent Intelligence Hub will be integrated or linked with job profiles, the opportunity marketplace assignments, also hiring requisitions, as I can create requisition based on skills, and also links between attributes and courses, of course. And more to come in future release. There will be integrations with other modules as well. So this is a small sneak peek of the attributes library, where you can easily, as an admin or another user, of course, in your organization, create attributes and based on different attribute types. So that can be skills, knowledge, competencies, certificates, and so on. And of course, you can maintain different rating scales, proficiency levels in there. You can go from 5 scale or 10 scale if needed. Next to that, of course, we have our growth portfolio, where people in the organization can assign attributes to themselves and also provide or add a proficiency level in there. So they have an easy overview what their own interests are in the growth portfolio. New feature, definitely from this release, is a team portfolio, where you as a manager or team lead can have an overview of your direct reports, and where you can add attributes and also, of course, add proficiency levels. The gap analysis, however, is not yet available in here. So there's no role-based attributes. It's just an individual assignment of attributes that the team lead or the manager can perform. Currently, only limited that only 30 people can be viewed here in the team view. Normally, the team lead can play around with filters to see another set of 30 people if necessary. And of course, Talent Intelligence Hub, as mentioned, will be integrated with other modules as a goal, as a central framework. So there will be skill-based learning recommendations in learning will be possible. Also, the ratings of the growth portfolio can be made available in the performance forms. Attributes can also be made available in the career worksheets, and also skill attributes can be made available in the interview central in recruitment. So this was it for my walkthrough in some highlights in our second half of 2023 release of SuccessFactors. Thank you for joining, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us. Thank you so much.